Ever wonder which classic games still stand strong in today's fast evolving game world? Think about it. Gaming has come a long way, from pixelated side scrollers to ultra realistic open worlds. Yet some gems from the past still shine as brightly as they did on release day, captivating players of all ages. In this video, we're diving into 10 classic games that still hold up today. These are titles that remain timeless, whether it's because of groundbreaking gameplay, unforgettable stories, or just sheer fun factor. Are you ready to revisit some legends? Spoiler alert, these games might just inspire your next gaming session. Stick around as we uncover the magic behind these enduring classics, because trust me, they're not just for nostalgia. Let's get started. When it comes to classic games, we have to start with the one that arguably defined an entire generation, Super Mario Bros. Released in 1985 for the NES, this game wasn't just a hit, it was a revolution. What makes Super Mario Bros. So timeless? It's the perfect blend of simplicity and challenge. The gameplay is easy to pick up, but hard to master. Whether you're dodging Goombas or discovering hidden warp pipes, every level feels fresh and exciting. Let's not forget the music. The iconic theme song is one of the most recognizable tunes in gaming history. Even after decades, it still brings a smile to players' faces. The best part? You don't need an old NES to experience it. Super Mario Bros. Is available on modern consoles like the Nintendo Switch through their online library. It's proof that great design never gets old, it just gets better with time. It's hard to talk about timeless games without mentioning The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. Released in 1998 for the Nintendo 64, this masterpiece redefined what an action-adventure game could be. The magic of Ocarina of Time lies in its innovative gameplay and unforgettable story. It introduced mechanics like lock-on targeting and open-world exploration, setting the stage for countless games to follow. And who could forget the moment Link pulls the Master Sword for the first time? It's pure gaming gold. But it's not just nostalgia keeping this game alive. Modern re-releases like the 3DS Remaster and its availability on Nintendo Switch Online ensure new generations can experience its brilliance. Whether it's solving intricate puzzles, battling iconic bosses, or playing melodies on the ocarina, this game still feels fresh over 2 decades later. Ocarina of Time isn't just a game, it's a legend. Pun fully intended. Few games have achieved the universal appeal of Tetris. First released in 1984, this puzzle game is the epitome of easy to learn, hard to master. Its premise is simple: fit falling blocks together to clear lines. But its addictive gameplay has made it a staple across generations. What makes Tetris so timeless? It's the sheer versatility. You can play it solo to beat your high score, compete with friends in head-to-head battles, or even enjoy modern iterations like Tetris Effect, which pairs the classic gameplay with stunning visuals and a mesmerizing soundtrack. But let's not forget its cultural impact. From being bundled with the original Game Boy to inspiring esports tournaments, Tetris remains one of the most played games of all time. No matter how much gaming technology advances, there's something eternally satisfying about clearing that perfect Tetris line. So whether you're a casual player or hardcore fan, Tetris proves that great gameplay never goes out of style. Few games can claim to have shaped an entire genre, but Street Fighter II is one of them. Released in 1991, this arcade classic didn't just popularize fighting games, it practically invented the competitive gaming scene as we know it today. What makes Street Fighter II so special? Its finely tuned mechanics. Every punch, kick, and special move feels precise, and the roster of diverse characters, from Ryu to Chun-Li, offers something for everyone. It's a game where strategy and skill reign supreme, rewarding players who take the time to master its intricacies. Even today, Street Fighter II is as thrilling as ever. With modern re-releases, like the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection, fans can revisit the arcade experience on current consoles. And for newcomers, it's a history lesson in what made fighting games so electrifying. Whether you're throwing Hadoukens or pulling off a last-second combo, Street Fighter II remains an adrenaline-filled masterpiece that's just as fun now as it was in the 90s. In 1991, Sega introduced the world to its blue blur, and gaming was never the same. Sonic the Hedgehog wasn't just a game, it was a phenomenon. Designed to showcase the speed of the Sega Genesis, Sonic brought a new level of energy to platformers, challenging Nintendo's dominance in the market. What makes Sonic the Hedgehog timeless? It's a combination of blistering speed, tight controls, and iconic level design. Zones like Green Hill and the Labyrinth remain etched in the memories of gamers everywhere, blending vibrant visuals with catchy tunes. And let's not forget the thrill of grabbing all those Chaos Emeralds. Even today, Sonic continues to race through gaming history. Whether it's through remastered collections like Sonic Origins or ports to modern consoles, the original game still feels exhilarating as ever. If you've never felt the rush of Sonic's loops and dashes, trust us, you're missing out. This Hedgehog hasn't slowed down, and neither has his legacy. It doesn't get any more iconic than Pac-Man. Released in 1980, this arcade classic quickly became a global sensation, transcending the world of gaming to become a cultural phenomenon. From lunchboxes to TV shows, Pac-Man was everywhere, and for good reason. The gameplay is deceptively simple. Guide Pac-Man through a maze, gobbling up pellets while avoiding ghosts. But the genius lies in its balance of strategy and reflexes. Deciding when to grab a power pellet and turn the tables on the ghosts never gets old. What makes Pac-Man timeless is its accessibility. It's a game anyone can play, regardless of age or gaming experience. And with its availability on everything from mobile apps to modern consoles, Pac-Man continues to entertain new generations. Whether you're chasing high scores or looking for a quick nostalgia trip, Pac-Man proves that sometimes the simplest games leave the biggest impact. When Super Mario 64 debuted on the N64 in 1996, it didn't just raise the bar, it set a whole new standard for 3D gaming. This was the game that proved that 3D platformers could be fun, engaging, and intuitive, all while retaining the charm of the Mario franchise. What makes Mario 64 stand out even today is its revolutionary gameplay. The freedom to explore expansive, open levels with Mario's acrobatic moves was unlike anything gamers had experienced before. Iconic locations like Bob on Battlefield and Cool Cool Mountain still hold up, packed with secrets and challenges that reward curiosity. Modern players can experience this gem through collections like Super Mario 3D All-Stars on the Nintendo Switch, where the timeless gameplay shines just as brightly. Its influence is seen in countless games that followed, making it not just a classic, but a cornerstone of gaming history. If you've never triple jumped your way into a painting, now's the time to see why Super Mario 64 remains a must-play experience. Released in 1991 for the Super Nintendo, The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past is often hailed as one of the greatest games of all time, and for good reason. This action-adventure classic set the blueprint for the series and remains a shining example of how to craft an engaging, expansive world. What makes A Link to the Past timeless is its perfect balance of exploration, puzzles, and combat. From the moment you step into the rain-drenched opening scene, you're immersed in a rich, vibrant world full of secrets. The duality of the light and dark worlds added a layer of depth that was groundbreaking for its time. Today, it's easier than ever to experience this masterpiece. Whether on the Nintendo Switch Online library or via other modern re-releases, A Link to the Past remains as captivating as ever. Its influence is evident in nearly every Zelda game that followed, and its legacy is a testament to the power of great design. If you're looking for a game that proves older titles can still hold their own, A Link to the Past is the perfect example. Few games can claim to have jump-started the careers of two gaming icons, but Donkey Kong did just that. Released in 1981, this arcade classic introduced the world to both Mario, who was then known as Jumpman, and the title character Donkey Kong, laying the foundation for Nintendo's rise to gaming dominance. What makes Donkey Kong timeless? Its simplicity and challenge. Players must guide Mario up a series of perilous platforms, dodging barrels and fireballs to rescue Pauline from Donkey Kong's clutches. It's easy to pick up, but requires skill and precision to master, a hallmark of great game design. Today, Donkey Kong is still widely accessible, from re-releases on modern consoles to its inclusion in retro collections. The gameplay remains as engaging now as it was over 40 years ago, proving that even the simplest concepts can stand the test of time. If you've never experienced this arcade legend, it's a piece of gaming history that's as fun today as it was in the early 80s. When Final Fantasy VII launched in 1997 for the PlayStation, it didn't just redefine what an RPG could be, it redefined what video games could be. With its cinematic storytelling, memorable characters, and groundbreaking visuals for the time, Final Fantasy VII quickly became a cultural phenomenon. What keeps this game timeless is its deeply emotional story, following Cloud Strife and his band of heroes as they battle the corrupt Shinra Corporation and face off against the legendary Sephiroth. Players are treated to unforgettable moments, like the iconic death of Aerith, a scene that still tugs at heartstrings decades later. Modern remakes and re-releases, including the acclaimed Final Fantasy VII Remake, have introduced new generations to this classic, but the original still holds its own. Its turn-based combat and sprawling world are as engaging today as they were in the late 90s. Whether you're revisiting Midgar or exploring it for the first time, Final Fantasy VII remains a masterclass in storytelling and gameplay. a true classic that will never fade from gaming history. We've taken a journey through gaming history, revisiting 10 incredible titles that have truly stood the test of time. From the fast-paced thrills of Sonic the Hedgehog to the emotional depth of Final Fantasy VII, these games continue to captivate players, reminding us of the creativity and innovation that have defined the gaming industry. What makes these games so special isn't just nostalgia, it's their timeless design, unforgettable characters, and the joy they bring to every new player who picks them up. Whether you're a seasoned gamer revisiting old favorites, or a newcomer discovering these classics for the first time, there's something magical about experiencing these games that shape the world of gaming as we know it. So which of these timeless games is your favorite? Or do we miss one that you think deserves a spot on the list? Let us know in the comments below. Please be sure to like and subscribe for future content. And thank you for watching.